Hello YouTube, it's Andy with Myopics Topics. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Anker USB-C 5-in-1 Deluxe hub. I've been using it for about 2 months now with my 2019 MacBook Pro. I've been really happy with the product. It's very convenient to use, has a lot of ports. One downside though, in hindsight, one of the things that I wish that I would have done is gotten the one that allowed for the power pass-through. Because this does take up one of my ports on my MacBook, so I do lose that port while I'm hooked up to this. So one of these plugs in, and then the other one. So I've only got 4 ports on the MacBook. So when I'm using this hub along with charging my MacBook, then I'm effectively only having two of those USB-Cs. So it comes in this little package. It's kind of a hefty little package. It's got a really nice packing material in there that keeps it all safe. So yeah, some of you might be wondering, okay Andy, what's the big deal with this thing? Why do I even need something like this? Well, the reason why you need one of these is because if you have a MacBook Pro, the new MacBook Pro, there are only 4 USB-C hubs. There's no SD card anymore. There's no USB ports. There's nothing like that. So unless you have a full stock of USB-C cables and devices already in-house, all of your little drives, everything that you had before, are not going to work with the new MacBook Pro. Now, I do have a pro tip for that. Sometimes when you're buying all of these devices, especially maybe the adapters that go into the MacBook Pro that actually Apple sells, those are super expensive. They're like $30 a piece. Check your device, especially like for hard drives. You can get an Anker cable or some of the other aftermarket cables that have the USB-C adapter that then goes into the back of your hard drive, or like in my case, my Drobo unit. And that was only like $6 or $7 for a direct USB-C connection. So I saved myself about $22, $23 by doing that, and also removed the clutter on my desk and kept the speeds up. So that's kind of a pro tip to kind of go around and work around that issue. Now, that being said, if you've got a ton of older USB 2.0 or 3.0 devices, it may be a little bit difficult to go around and replace all of those cables. So then you're going to want a hub like this, or you may want to go ahead and have the Apple devices and all the dongles all over the place. But I am personally a fan of this design. It's very sleek, very small. It matches the space gray MacBook Pro, so it's a very fast device. The read speeds are really high. The one note on here though that you got to be aware of is the HDMI on this is not going to run at 60 Hertz for 4K. So if you're looking to have a 4K monitor with 60 Hertz, that's not going to work for you. On mine, I'm pushing 4K to that UHD monitor, and I'm not using this hub for that. So that essentially cancels out one of the hubs. Although I do occasionally use it if I'm wanting to do like a monitor, additional monitor, or something that's not going to be at the 4K or that's going to be more static. I will use this HDMI. So I've had no issues with my computer freezing or locking up with this device whatsoever. The read speeds are fast. When I plug it in, everything comes up hot swappable, so it's been very good in that respect. The SD card I use on a daily basis, multiple times a day. A lot of 4K video coming through that, so very good product from that standpoint. And like I said, the only downside to this device is if you are limited in your ports, the power pass-through is probably a little bit more important than just having the ports, especially when you're limited. And right now there are no USB-C hubs that essentially make you able to have more than a one-to-one relationship on USB-C. So I think there is maybe one out there, but it's like $500 right now. So those ports are precious, especially if you're buying other tech. So that's something to consider too. Losing one of those ports for me now, in hindsight, I wish I had that back, because now I spend a lot of time, okay, well, if I've got 2 hard drives and I want to hook one up but I don't have the other one available, well, do I unplug the power? But then if I unplug my power cable, then it causes issues with my monitor and things like that, because the MacBook's not strong enough to push all of the USB-C power. So something to think about. If you have a lot of peripherals, if you've got a lot of things that you're doing, you may want to consider that before you purchase this particular device, because Anker does offer another version of this that has the pass-through. It's a little bit more expensive. It's about double the price, but that's well worth it for me. But like I said, if that's not important to you, this is a great product. I may in the future upgrade to that, and then just use this as a backup. And it is labeled the Premium 5-in-1 USB-C hub. So it does feel pretty premium. It's pretty solid construction. I'm not sure what the material is. It kind of sounds like very dense plastic or a metal. I mean, there's definitely some metal in there. It's pretty heavy, but overall, good product. I highly recommend it if you don't need the pass-through. If you need the power pass-through, or you want to reserve those other ports, I would go ahead and invest in the next level hub that has that power port option. I'm new to YouTube. This is my second video that I'm posting, so I really appreciate you watching. On this channel, we're going to be doing reviews of products. We're also going to be doing some how-to videos, occasionally some DIY projects or things like that around the house. So if you're interested in that kind of content, or you just want to see a small channel grow, go ahead and like and subscribe and turn on the notifications, and then you'll get a notification every time I post a new video. So if you like this video, like and subscribe, and if you just want to make a comment, please put a comment down below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Once again, Andy, MyOptics Topics. Thanks.